Hello and welcome. You are watching APT News. It's Prakam Singh. Questions are swirling about coronavirus cases all over the country and even around the world. Are government doing their best to save lives or they are focusing only over the economy? How governments improving and increasing their medical facilities to save lives? And what actions are they taking to keep the economy constant? Why has the government focused so heavily on lubricating the supply side of the economy? And why has demand side stimulus not been given more attention? So today we will get our answers, but now let's now we will connect to Abhishek live from Delhi, telling us the current position of Delhi.
Good morning, hello and welcome you all to App News. Here we provide you news instead of noises. So this is our host Abhishek Ray. So let's get off through with the 5 headlines. Domestic flights to resume from May 25th, but in a guarded manner. No certainty over which route will be taken. All airports and airlines who are asked to prepare guidelines for passengers to be issued soon by Civil Aviation Ministry. As the coronavirus counted, India continues to rise. The Health Ministry said only 7.9 cases per lakh are being reported corona positive. That much lower than the global average 62 cases per lakh. Pak International Airlines flight from Lahore with 98 on board crashes minutes before landing in Karachi. 2 people miraculously rescued from debris. The flight crashed into a residential area. Heat waves grip the national capital as mercury touches 45 degrees centigrade. Weather department predicts extreme weather conditions for next 2 days. The Delhi government had issued a new circular directing all private hospitals to reserve beds for coronavirus patients. They have to reserve 20% beds for the corona.
Thanks Abhishek. And now Aryan Kohli live from Jammu and Kashmir will connect with us.
Audio Jungle.
Hello guys, welcome to APT News. Here is your news reporter Aryan Kohli live reporting from Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. Coronavirus case in Jammu and Kashmir breached 1000 mark on Friday after 30 new COVID-19 infections were recorded in the Union Territory. With the new infections, the COVID-19 tally in Jammu and Kashmir now stands at 1013, while the number of active cases in Union Territory is 489. Out of 30 new COVID-19 cases detected in the last 24 hours, 9 cases were confirmed in the Jammu division, while the Kashmir division reported 21 cases. Srinagar is the worst hit district by the deadly contagious virus with 153 confirmed cases so far, followed by Anantnag and Bandipora with 145 and 135 cases respectively. Meanwhile, Baramulla and Shopian districts also reported over 100 coronaviruses so far. So far, 11 people lost their lives due to coronavirus in Jammu and Kashmir, while 15 and 13 recovered and discharged from the hospitals. The government of Jammu and Kashmir approved a series of relief measures for the needy and destitute. The move is expected to benefit nearly 35 lakh people working in the organized and unorganized sectors like daily wages, pension holders and ordinary citizens. The measures were sanctioned by the Lieutenant Governor G.C. Murmu. Murmu directed the Labour and Employment Department to release rupees 1,000 to each of the 3.5 lakh workers registered with Building and Other Construction Workers Welfare Board for the purchase of ration during the 21 days lockdown. The department was also directed to ask the Employee State Insurance Corporation to insure all 2.26 lakh organized sector workers registered under ESIC scheme are provided with the relief compensation including wages through ESIC hospital employers as directed by the central government. The Social Welfare Department was directed to release immediately 2 installments of old age, disability and family pension to all the 7.7 lakh pension holders. The department would also additionally cover the 1.7 lakh pending cases to ensure 100% coverage of all eligible cases. Murmu also directed the Finance Department to request the banks additionally to honor request for overdraft by Jandan account holders. This decision would help nearly 2.2 lakh Jandan account holders in a major relief to contractors and other categories. It will direct debt bills for all authorized works and approved procurements which could not be presented before March 31 due to ongoing situation would be entertained in the next financial year as well. The decisions are in the addition to the decision taken on Tuesday by the Administrative Council under the chairmanship of the Lieutenant Governor that included provision of 2 months ration under PDS, 1 month's advance ration under midday meal ration packets for slum dwellers and destitutes and ₹45 crore for management of COVID-19 under disaster response fund.
Thanks, Aryan. And now we will connect to our reporter Ashish Bhatnagar from Gujarat.
Current positive cases in Gujarat crosses 13,000. Cases tested for COVID-19 are 1,70,000 plus. Over 5,000 patients in Gujarat have been recovered. Over 4,30,000 people are under quarantine. Total deaths in Gujarat crosses the mark of 800.
Thanks, Ashish. Now there is Dipanshu from Madhya Pradesh who will tell us the number of cases and other important information related to Corona breakdown.
Hello and welcome everyone to APT News. This is news reporter Dipanshu Rathod, hosting from Bhopal, MP. Since the outbreak of coronavirus, the life has completely changed for people in the world. As we already know that the first case was detected at Wuhan City, China on November 17, according to data given by South China Morning Post. Whereas the first case of COVID-19 pandemic in India was reported on 30th Jan 2020. As of 25th May, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare have confirmed total of 1.4 lakh cases. India's increases in total cases of 6,977 is its all-time single-day high. 56% of all cases in India are active. 41% have recovered. If we will talk about number of recovered cases, then there are about 57,769 cases which are already recovered. MP is one of the most affected places in India, where cases reached about 6,623 till date, but recovery rate is very well as compared to other states, as about 4,410 are being recovered, and that reached 290 as the first case was detected on 21st March 2020. Also 3 more cases was found on that day. He was a resident of Jabalpur and also the other 3 were from that same place. 3 members of family who had returned from Dubai and other person who returned from Germany were found to have contracted the infection, Jabalpur District Collector Bharat Yadav told PTI. All 4 had returned to India 2 days ago, and after the state administration learnt about their overseas travel, officials contacted them and collected their sample. The sample was tested at Jabalpur National Institute of Research in Tribal Health, which is second center besides Bhopal AIIMS, which is authorized to conduct coronavirus tests in MP. All 4 were admitted to isolation ward of the government-run Victoria Hospital, but now they have been shifted to isolation ward of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Medical Hospital here, the collector said. Here are some measures taken by MP government. State Home Minister Narottam Mishra said that no pass would be needed for personal vehicles moving from one green zone to another. As per the official information, passes will be needed to move from green zone to red zone and vice versa. Under the 4th phase of the lockdown, the state government has classified all areas under red and green zones and dropped the orange tag in Madhya Pradesh. So this was the bulletin news for today. We believe that condition would be better soon. Thank you and keep watching APT News. Be safe.
Thanks Dipanshu. Check out our news reporter Manas live from Maharashtra, who will also connect us with Dr. Mansi from Max Hospital.
Audio Jungle.
Namaste, I'm Manas Goyal, directory reporting from Mumbai, and I'm going to tell you about the effect of COVID-19 or China-originated virus in December 2019. So, as the disease is spreading in all over the world, finally came to India in 30th January 2019. As this virus is going tremendously in Maharashtra, from past 60 days, the graph keeps touching the peak and never asks to fall down. And this leads to the lockdown of over 45 days in Maharashtra. The number of fresh novel coronavirus cases in Maharashtra saw a new record after 3,041 more patients were being reported in the last 24 hours. The biggest spike in the number of a single day cases recorded in the state so far, taking the total of 50,1231 according to the State of Health Department. The data shows this. Maharashtra has been recording more than 2,000 new COVID-19 cases every day. The death tolls in that state has also crossed 115 marks with a 58 more deaths in total. Fatalities has been surged to 1,655 since Saturday. But as many as 14,600 patients have been discharged till date. Maharashtra has currently 33,988 active cases. Let's discuss why this virus is going to peak so fast. We have a doctor named Mansi Goyal as a doctor specialist from Max Hospital. So Namaste Mansi. We are here to know about the coronavirus and how it affects the human.
Hello Manas, I am Mansi, active doctor in Max Hospital under the branch of virus research and diagnosis. The virus has an animal origin. The actual origin is almost unknown to us. The virus breaks down in the man's body and clusters inside lungs, where it damages the inner lining of the lung and make it exposed to the other bacteria and do their work.
So Mansi, what step we should take to control this pandemic?
Firstly, we should stop going outside. If necessary, the use of mask and gloves is essential. Wash your hands frequently with soap. Keep at least 1 meter distance. For any serious condition, contact 1123978046.
Thank you Mansi for being with us. At last note, I must say that be safe and be healthy. Jai Hind.
Thanks Manas. Now Kunal Madhukar is reporting live from Rajasthan, introducing us to the current status of Rajasthan.
Hello everyone to APT News. Here is your reporter Kunal Madhukar hosting from Rajasthan. Bhimbara, Tong, Jaisalmer, Jhunjhunu and Bikaner are now in orange zone. Jaipur, Jodhpur, Kota, Ajmer, Bharatpur are now in red zone. Bara, Bundi, Ganganpur are now in green zone. Now I will tell you about that zones. Red zone. The districts with substantial number of positive cases would fall under the red zone. The coronavirus red zone will see no activity. Also, areas that show a high rate of infection, which double in less than 4 days, will also come under this category. Orange zone. The areas with limited number of cases in the past and with no surge in positive cases recently would be included under the orange zone. Only restricted activities such as limited public transport and farm product harvesting is expected to be allowed in coronavirus orange zone. Now the green zone. The district with no coronavirus positive cases would fall under the green zone. Rajasthan counts increases by 272 to 7300, toll at 167. Let's see the stats of Rajasthan. India on Sunday reported the highest single day spike so far of 7097 COVID-19 cases, taking the overall tally to 1,38,526 according to reports from the state health departments. The number of active cases stood at 76,902 while 57,605 people have recovered. The death toll crossed 4,000 with 150 new fatalities. You can prevent yourself from this virus by washing your hands frequently, maintain social distancing, avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth, practice respiratory hygiene by covering your mouth and nose with your bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. If you have fever, cough and difficulty breathing, seek medical care of the earliest. Stay informed and follow advice given by your healthcare provider. Our country can beat this virus by staying at home. So it's a request to all to stay at home so that India could win over that virus. Jai Hind.
Thanks, Kunal. Now, Dhruv Taneja live from Tamil Nadu will tell us the status of Tamil Nadu.
Hello guys and welcome to our news channel App News. Here is your reporter Dhruv Taneja want to give report on COVID-19 outbreak. I would like to tell you about what actually coronavirus is. Coronaviruses are a group of related RNA viruses that cause diseases in mammals and birds. In humans, these viruses cause respiratory tract infections that can range from mild to lethal. Mild illnesses include some cases of the common cold, while more lethal varieties can cause SARS, MERS, and COVID-19. Symptoms in other species vary. In chickens, they cause an upper respiratory tract disease, while in cows and pigs, they cause diarrhea. There are as yet no vaccine or antiviral drugs to prevent or treat human coronavirus infections. Now, from where coronavirus originated? The first confirmed patient started experiencing symptoms on 1st December 2019, though the South China Morning Post later reported that the first case may have been a 55-year-old patient from Hubei province as early as 17th November. The outbreak went unnoticed until a cluster of unknown pneumonia cases was observed by Director of the Department of Respiratory Medicine at Hubei Hospital of Integrated Traditional Chinese and Western Medicine. Although coronavirus spread in India by Tablighi Jamaat. Here in India there is a Tablighi Jamaat event in Nizamuddin, Delhi in March. Delhi government order against organizing seminars, conferences or any big event was apparently ignored by the organization and the Delhi police also failed to enforce it. The gathering emerged as one of the India's major coronavirus hotspots. The entire Nizamuddin West area was cordoned off by the police as of 30th March, and medical camps were set up on 18th April. The central government stated that 4,291 cases of the total 14,378 cases of COVID-19 in India were linked to the Tablighi Jamaat, and these cases were spread across 23 states and union territories. Also, Tamil Nadu comes under the 23 states. As of 4th April, 22,000 people who came in contact with the Tablighi Jamaat missionaries had to be quarantined. Over the month of March, Tamil Nadu states across the country began to shut down schools, colleges, public facilities such as malls, gym, cinema halls and other public places. Government banned the gathering of more than 50 people in public places till 31st March. Important tourist destinations in Tamil Nadu were locked down. Authorities in Tamil Nadu ordered the closure of tourist cities, including Chennai, and the tourists staying in hotels and resorts were given 24 hours to leave the city. Now, here is an impact on historical buildings during COVID-19. On 17th March, it was announced that all the historic buildings in the country would remain closed till 31st March. According to Union Tourism Minister Prahlad Patel, the Taj Mahal, Red Fort and Qutub Minar and all the national monuments and museums under the Archaeological Department of India will remain closed till 31st March. Also, temples were closed during the period of lockdown. On 17th March, Mumbai's Siddhivinayak temple was closed till further notice. The next day, the Mata Vaishno Devi pilgrimage in Jammu and Kashmir was called off. Apart from this, the operation of all interstate buses coming to from Jammu and Kashmir has also been stopped. Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine Board issued a consultation for foreigners not to visit the temple until 28 days after their arrival in India. Entry restrictions are also in place for the Aarti held at the Ganges Ghat in Varanasi. The organizers have been asked to complete the Ganga Aarti in a simple way. On 19th March, entry at Hari Ki Pur Ganga Ghat in Haridwar was closed till 31st March. However, the Aarti at Hari Ki Puri Ghat continued and shown to devotees through live streaming. On 21st March, Raveshwaram Ramanath Swami Temple in Tamil Nadu was closed till 31st March. During this period, devotees were banned from entering the temple. Many Christian churches have suspended in-person mass and have ordered worships for their congregants through live stream, radio and television. The Roman Catholic Archdiocese of the Ranchi has appealed to the Christian faithful to aid refugees from the Indian state of Jharkhand who have been locked down since the state government of Jammu and Kashmir cancels the Amarnath Yatra. Now, lockdown in India. Here, empty roads during the lockdown in Tamil Nadu. On 22nd March, the government of India decided to completely lock down 82 districts in 22 states and union territories of country where confirmed cases have been reported till 31st March. Also, Tamil Nadu comes under this. Major cities such as Bengaluru, Chennai, Mumbai, Chandigarh and Kolkata were also put under lockdown. Interstate movements were allowed during the lockdown period. However, some states had closed their borders. On 24th March, PM Narendra Modi announced a complete nationwide lockdown starting from midnight for 21 days. By 6th April, the growth rate of the pandemic had showed to one of doubling every 6 days, from a rate of doubling every 3 days earlier. On 14th April, PM Narendra Modi extended the nationwide lockdown till 3rd May. On 1st May, the government of India extended nationwide lockdown further by 2 weeks until 17th May. Now, the zonal classification. The Tamil Nadu government divided the entire nation into 3 zones: green zone, red zone, orange zone. Relaxation will be allowed accordingly. Now, red zone hotspot. Districts with high doubling rate and high number of active cases. Orange zone, districts with fewer cases. Green zone, districts without confirmed cases or without new cases in last 21 days. Indian migrant workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. With factories and workplaces shut down, many migrant workers were left with no livelihood. They thus decided to walk hundreds of kilometers to go back to their native villages, accompanied by their families in many cases. The central government then announced that it had asked state governments to set up immediate relief camps for the migrant workers returning to their native states, and later issued orders directing that the landlord should not demand rent during the period of the lockdown, and that employers should pay wages without deduction. Response thus far: in early May, the central government finally permitted the Indian Railways to launch Shramik special trains for the migrant workers and other stand-ups. But this move had a few complications. The coronavirus lockdown in India has left tens of millions of migrant workers unemployed. Also, during this pandemic of COVID-19, here our scientists or technologists launch Arogya Setu app. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology launched a smartphone application called Arogya Setu app to help in contact tracing and containing the spread of COVID-19. Also, many scientists across the world started searching for the vaccine. A COVID-19 vaccine is a hypothetical vaccine against coronavirus disease 2020. Although no vaccine has completed clinical trials, there are multiple attempts in progress to develop such a vaccine. In February 2020, the World Health Organization (WHO) said it did not expect a vaccine against severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus. The cause it. All of us can also do our bit by actively raising our voice on social media against the discrimination and stigma that coronavirus fighters and victims are being subjected to. App News is now become a #1 channel in India. It is a channel viewed by millions of people. Our team of App News always ready to serve you a fruitful news. Stay home, stay safe. Jai Hind.
Thanks, Dhruv. Right now, Priyanshi is connecting with us live from Punjab.
Hello everyone, I am Priyanshu Sharma of class 12th A of Vishal Bharati Senior Secondary School, and you are watching APT News. I will report today on Punjab and its condition due to COVID pandemic. Before this, let's look up at the headlines. Coronavirus cases in India reached to 1.38 lakhs. In last 24 hours, 7,000 new cases appear. SC allows Air India to operate without leaving middle seat vacant till June 6. Finance Minister announces free food grain jobs for migrant workers. Domestic flights resume from Monday. Ola lays off 1,400 staff. Punjab is also suffering hard from coronavirus. Citizens in Punjab are cooperating with the government. Government had took strict decisions and put the lockdown at the right time. Let's look at some statistics. Coronavirus cases in Punjab reached to 2,045, of which 38 are died. The cases are getting doubled in 102 days. Recovery rate in Punjab is 91%. There are 22 districts in Punjab where corona attacked, of which red zones are Ludhiana, Patiala and Jalandhar. Green zones are Roopnagar, Fatehpur Sahib, Bhatinda, Fazilika. Orange zones are SAS Nagar, Pathankot, Mansa, Taran Taran, Amritsar, कपूरथला, होशियारपुर, फरीदकोट, संगरूर, शहीद भगत सिंह नगर, फिरोजपुर, श्री मुख्तार साहिब मोगा, Gurdaspur and Barnala. At last, I will request to all of you to stay home till the COVID-19 vaccine or drug comes.
Thanks, Priyanshu. Now we will connect with Pulkit Singhal reporting from Kerala.
Hello and welcome to the App News. This is your news reporter Pulkit Singhal live from Cochin, Kerala. Since the outbreak of coronavirus from China, the whole world has been upside down. Even the most advanced and richer countries of the world have now been isolated from this deadly virus. Now it's time from the latest news of world. The director of WHO warns that COVID-19 will never go. We have to live in this situation only. The first hotspot of coronavirus is United States, where the cases have been reached to 1.5 million with over 1 lakh deaths. The second hotspot is Brazil, where the cases as of now are 2.5 lakhs with over 30,000 deaths. Now the news of India. The first 3 cases of coronavirus in India were found from the state of Kerala, but with the help of literacy and high healthcare facilities in Kerala, there had been a fantastic recovery rate. The total cases as of now in the state of Kerala are 360, with only just 4 deaths. Professional doctors of Kerala. Our news channel have been in touch with the professional doctors of Kerala. They are saying that the still active cases will only be treated with full security and professional healthcare facility. With consideration of the other states and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the Kerala government have decided that the lockdown will be extended for the security of its citizens. All the boundaries of Kerala have been sealed and there is no connection with the other states. There is no travelling. The Kerala government announces that the government will provide free food and public loans to all the people who are in crisis. A documentary has been issued in the state following all the rules of the coronavirus. The citizens have to maintain proper social distancing, wear masks, and do not have to engage in public meetings. The government stated that in this hour of nuisance and cause, people have to be patient and stay indoors only. Then only we will be able to fight against coronavirus. Now the important highlights from PM Modi's latest lockdown speech. PM Modi announces the vision of self-dependent India. He announces that the citizens have to be self-dependent and united. All the citizens have to be patient and united. The $5 trillion economy is not hard to touch, but at the same time not impossible as well. It is very hard to touch, but at the same time is not impossible. But at the same time is not impossible to. The $5 trillion economy is very hard to touch, but at the same time not impossible. But at the same
Thanks, Pulkit. We have Pankaj reporting live from Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh reported 341 new cases of coronavirus on May 21, taking a total number of cases in state of 5,515. Out of confirmed cases, 3,200 patients have recovered and 138 patients have died. The state government has revealed that the several patients had attended the Tablighi Jamaat meeting in Nizamuddin or had come in contact with someone who attended the event. The Uttar Pradesh government have started poll testing in view of the increasing number of pending samples. Poll testing, which have been approved by ICMR, involves collective testing of about 10 samples at one go. If found negative, all the 10 persons are declared corona-free, but if the samples test positive, all the 10 persons will have to undergo individual test. Vehicles carrying migrant to move in Uttar Pradesh. All 75 districts in Uttar Pradesh are now corona infected.
Uttar Pradesh liquor sales over 100 crores on one day. As the Uttar Pradesh government allowed liquor vends to reopen during the nationwide lockdown third phase, the state registered sale of liquor of over 100 crores as triplets.
Yeah, Pankaj reporting live from Uttar Pradesh. Thanks, Pankaj. So we have reporters reporting live from all over the India for keeping you updated of every information. So for the moment, that's all for today. Stay tuned to get all the live updates here.